Velocity TV begins now.
And your source for esports racing is live. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Full Velocity Racing Network live tonight at the Knoxville Raceway, Knoxville, Iowa. No better way to spend a Friday night of Full Velocity Friday Night Lights here this evening with the guys over at Addicts 360 Sprint Car Series on tap, and we'll have you locked and loaded here live tonight. Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Full Velocity Racing Network, presented by Hanover Record Service and iRacing iFlag. Phil LaCasse here, Jack Chun on the controls, and joining me alongside a special guest, and going to probably shake the cobwebs out of him here because I think he's going to do this a few times this week, Mr. Rocky Batfield alongside the old big monkey we affectionately call him. Rocky, how the heck are you? Great to have you aboard up here in the booth with us.
Oh, doing great. I've been looking forward to doing this with you guys for a long time, and I think I picked a really good night to come out and jump in the water with you.
I think you did, because we're going to shake this tree again on Wednesday night. We put our buddy Todd behind the wheel over at DWR, a little bit of street stock racing at Lima Land. That is going to be a lot of fun, but we set the stage here for the Addicts 360 Sprint Car Series, getting down to the end of the season. Only 2 weeks left to go in heat racing action. Now going to roll its way onto the racetrack. Tonight's quick time presented by Hard Motorsports goes to car number 12 of Alex Bergeron. A terrific lap around this place. I think it was like a 14.061, putting him up on the pole of heat race number 1 in row number 2. In the number 19, that is Ted Light. In the second row, we find the driver of the 199, that is Sean Bowers, with the number 17 car. The Tennessee Tumbler, Brett Rolls, on the outside of the second row. In row number 3, the 59 is Trey Long, with the number 49 of Jeffrey Herrick. And shotgun on this 7-car field is scheduled to be car number 21 of Scotty Edwards. 7 cars going to make the call. Believe we're going to get all 7 out there to the racetrack in heat racing distance here in Knoxville tonight. Rocky, going to be 8 laps around, so a pretty good distance for a heat race. Knoxville, as we know, legendary. Flat, wide open corners here, long straightaways. How do you think these guys got these 360 sprint cars all set up for this place?
Well, I know, I guarantee they got their wings all the way forward, and yeah, there's not going to be any lifting. Alex, I don't know how he's so much faster with everybody with their foot to the floor, but this kid's something special.
He absolutely is a 3-time winner on the World of Outlaws tour here that runs, I believe, on, it was a Wednesday nights those guys run. 3-time winner is at car number 12, probably the best sprint car racer out there in all the land right now. The Canadian phenom aboard that number 12 car, Alex Bergeron, picking up tonight's quick time. Got to thank the guys over at Hard Motorsports coming on board as our official quick time sponsor here each and every night, just like you guys can. The guys over at Hanover Record Service for our official caution flag overlay, iRacing iFlag, our official green flag sponsor. You can sponsor anything to do over here at the Full Velocity Racing Network. Contact us now. Todd will be out there, monitoring the chat all night long as well. Todd is out here with us tonight, is kind of listening and overseeing the operation as we take it out here to the racetrack this time through turns number 3 and 4. I believe we're going to see the iRacing iFlag or iRacing.com pace truck come onto pit road, and that's going to give us our first iRacing iFlag green flag tonight. Pace car going to surrender its way for cover. Alex Bergeron sees the starter. Green flag goes in the air, and just like a rocket, that 12 car already shoots the gap there to turn number 1 by 3 car lengths over Ted Light off of 2 there, Rocky.
Yeah, Alex, he got a great jump there, and I tell you what, this guy in second, Ted Light, is he's pretty dang quick himself. And
we got a big wreck in turn number 3 here, and I do not believe we see a yellow flag yet, so we're going to stay green. I'm not sure we're going to see yellow flags during our heat racing action, but a couple of cars getting tangled around in turn number 3 and 4. The leaders come back through it now. Looks like it's all clear through there as Alex Bergeron going to lead over Ted Light, and Brett Rolls going to fall in there for the third spot. Trey Long going to be fourth, and Jeffrey Herrick going to be your top five. Looks like it was Scotty Edwards and maybe the 199 of Sean Bowers that got a piece of the wreck back there, but we're all still clean here. 3 laps in here on the board, now putting lap 4 up there, so already approaching halfway, and Alex Bergeron, no surprise at all there, almost out to a full second lead. We saw him last week here at the Sim Addicts, Rocky. He just blew away the field. It's no surprise at all to see him out there leading once again.
Oh, yeah, I've seen him blow away really, really good fields before, too. I don't know if it was the wreck or what happened, but looks like we got spread out pretty good all the way through the field right now.
Yeah, they certainly are, as Bergeron has run away from Ted Light running in the second spot. Brett Rolls there running in third. Little distance between himself and Trey Long, and probably the best battle that we may have on the racetrack could be between Trey's 59 and Jeffrey Herrick in the number 49 car, as those guys running fourth and fifth as they enter turn number 3, but it's still a good 3 or 4 car length gap there at minimum through the corner, so really not too much to see here as we work their way off of turn number 4. We get 2 laps to go. 2 more trips around for the car number 12, Alex Bergeron. Last time by 1.414 seconds, already a second and a half. Alex last time around 16.158 for his car versus Ted Light a 16.559. So Alex Bergeron half a second a lap, and it shows the interval, Rocky, as they take the white flag. 1.6 seconds of distance, and they're in turn 3 now on the white flag lap.
Yeah, it seems like the last couple of laps he's been almost doubling his interval there between first and second, and it looks like that's the checker flag there. And Alex with the win, Ted Light was second, and Brett Rolls going to come home third.
Sure is. Good solid top 3 run for the 17 car as well in heat race number 1. Looking like 3 heat races this week with the car count we got over here for the Sim Addicts 360 sprints. Great to see that. So with heat race number 2, we'll roll it out to the racetrack like this. On the pole will be the 28 of Dylan Hutchison with the 770 of Devin Butts alongside. In row number 2 with the number 72 car, that is Kyle Moonen. The 51 starting off next. That is Zach DeLong. Rolling off of 5th starting position aboard car number 54. Alex Stoudinger there in car number 54, and alongside in the number 91, that is Keith Orovitz. Rolling off shotgun on the field in position number 7, going to be the driver of car number 15, Lance Heiberger out there on the number 15. So 7 drivers going to make the call here, and I believe all 7 going to join us out on the racetrack for their trek around 8 laps around this legendary racetrack out here set in the middle of Iowa, the Knoxville Raceway. You got the cafe up there in turn number 1. All the history and prestige that comes with this racetrack. Is there anything more special, Rocky, than seeing a sprint car out here at the Knoxville Raceway? I don't think dirt racing gets any better than this.
Yeah, the sprint cars, they love this place. And I tell you what, as far as iRacing goes, I think they knocked this track out of the park because it runs great with any car you put on it, but especially the sprint cars.
It absolutely is a lot of fun. So as we get ready to rock here for heat race number 2, got to thank you all out there for watching tonight live. Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Got to thank our presenting sponsors, of course, Hanover Record Service, iRacing, iFlag, Full Throttle with the Gent, Hard Motorsports, Montstar Productions coming on board as well. So got to thank all those guys for coming out and joining us. Also got to thank guys for the contributions like Josh Smith over at Dirt Series, Jim Revis at Evil One Graphics, Jameson Colbridge over at CNC Race Designs. Those guys do a lot for us behind the scenes as well. This all can't be done without all their hard work as well, and all the gang that makes up the entire network over here. So looks like a racing about to get set to go underway here off of turn number 4. Believe we're ready to rock this time around. iRacing.com, pace car, pace truck, gonna make its way onto pit side, and now the iRacing iFlag, green flag, gonna jump out of the speedway, and look at the whole shot run our pole sitter gets. Dylan Hudson at number 28, he's gonna lead the field, Rocky, up turn 2.
Yeah, it looked like Devin Butts might have been taking a nap on that start there.
They might have been. I've been known to do that on a Friday evening as well, so that can certainly happen, but it's Dylan out there to the race lead. Put Kyle Moonen in the number 72 car up to second. Stoudinger's number 54 already up to third. Butt's going to fall back to fourth. DeLong going to round out our top 5, hitting turn number 3, working lap number 2 of the race. And Hutchison having a good run so far, as said he caught Butt sleep and jumped out to his early advantage. He's got about 7 to 8 car lengths over that 72 of Moonen. Right behind you see Kyle there in the 72. Third spot we find Stoudinger in the 54. Alex having a good run in the opening of this race as well. It's 2 car lengths of battle, single file off of 4.
Yeah, looks like Hutchinson's running that bottom, and everyone else is trying to slide up the track, start using the cushion already.
Yeah, that's something we definitely see here in Knoxville. You want to use that cushion up high all night long the best you can, but that grip will be down there, especially the more this track slickens off, Rocky. I think these cars will definitely, be trying to make something happen down low. 360s, you have a little more horsepower there than those 305s, so I think we'll definitely see the low side maybe start coming back in, but we see that now off of turn number 4 as Hutchison slows it down a little bit. Moonen getting a big run up high as it's now 3 car lengths. Those guys running second and third. Moonen and Stoudinger, they've got to run on our race leader. Put on a 3-car race for the lead here in the turn 3 at the halfway point.
Yeah, Hutchinson got real loose coming off 2 while ago, and 54 Stoudinger looks like he's going to try and go win this thing.
He might as he slides up the racetrack with the 72. Those guys side by side down the back straightaway. We already got 2 to go on the field, so this time into 3 and 4. White flag going to go in the air, but it is anybody's race from here off the corner. Hutchison going to lead. Moonen there for second. Stoudinger in for the 3rd spot. Isn't it a good 3-car race and maybe even call it 4 with Devin Butts in the number 770 car running in the 4th spot. But in 3 and 4 for the final time, it looks like Dylan Hutchison going to hold on by just a bit. Kyle Moonen there in for second, but an interval at the line of .050. It don't get too much closer than that. Stoudinger in for 3rd, Devin Butts for 4th, and Zach DeLong will make up our top 5 in heat race number 2. So that was a good one there. Great finish. That was a great race right there. 3-car race off the quarter, drag race down the front stretch here at Knoxville. It does not get any better than that.
Yeah, coming in for Heat 3, looks like we're going to start on the pole with Jason Nygaard and Jonathan Smith to his outside. We're going to have Michael Clay with Keith Jackson to his outside, row 2. Row 3, you're going to have Robert Satterfield along with Dalton Collins. And in the last row by itself, you got Charles Silvis Jr.
Yeah, that's number 44. I do not believe he is going to make the call. I think we saw his car in the pit area earlier. Do not believe he is currently in the race service, so I believe he may only get 6 cars out there for heat race number 3, and that's exactly what it's going to be. 6 drivers going to take the call, so smaller fields in the heat races allows these guys a little bit more wide open, and it probably allows these guys a little more extra room to probably tweak on their setups, you'd think.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if we're going to have a B feature tonight or not. Should have right at 20 cars, and I think that may be just right what they have for the feature.
Yeah, I'm going to assume it probably is. It's pretty much been the norm over here on a Friday night, couple of heat races, then we go straight to the feature event. We'll see. They may throw us a monkey wrench here tonight. You never know what iRacing scoring has in store for us, and we always take this by a fly-by-night kind of thing, so great to see you guys all out there. I see the Facebook live chat definitely busy out there with Joel Carmichael. No, Todd's out there as well. Jason's out there. We see Lance out there chatting there as he just hopped out of the race car. So glad you guys are all aboard a great Friday night edition of Full Velocity Friday Night Lights here at the Knoxville Raceway. No better way to spend a Friday evening with all of you guys out there, with Jack on the controls, with Rocky Backfield, our buddy alongside. This is going to be a lot of fun. But off of turn number 4, iRacing, I flag, green flag goes up in the air. Jason Nygaard, Jonathan Smith, a loaded front row. They're going to lead the field off of 2.
Yeah, Nygaard looks like he's already going to the top side here, and that cushion's really starting to come in now.
Certainly is. Nygaard going to run up to the race lead off of turn number 4. Keep an eye on that number 4, and I call him Action Jackson. Both Keith Jackson running in that 3rd spot in that super quick number 4 car, running down Jonathan Smith on the 23. Keith has picked up a couple of wins, a couple of podiums out here this season. That car going to be certainly fast, but right now the fastest car out here in heat race number 3 is Jason Nygaard in that number 22 car. Jonathan Smith there for 2. Jackson 3rd, Clay 4th, and Robert Satterfield. Don't see Rob back there in the top 5 on the back skirts too often. 55 car on the outside looking into that top 5, but keep an eye on that Robert Satterfield machine. He is the point shooter entering the night, and I think he's going to be a heavy hitter before this night's out.
Yeah, I'm sure by the time the feature comes around, he's going to make some tweaks and get his car definitely going forward.
I think so. We come off of turn number 4. We're going to put halfway home here for the 22 car of Jason Nygaard, and he's got a pretty little lead there, about 10 car lengths over Jonathan Smith in that 2nd spot. Keith Jackson, he is right there running in the 3rd position, about 2 car lengths between them. 2 car lengths back there in that race for the 4th spot as well, with Michael Clay and Robert Satterfield off of turn number 4. They all stay single file Everybody stuck in the outside lane of the racetrack. Bottom lane so far not there. Jackson's going to take a stab. He's going to pull to the inside, down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Maybe a slider being thrown. Keep Jackson up the second there, Rocky off of 4.
That was a beautiful slide job you hit there. You'll notice the track's really starting to go up to the wall, and it's going to be real close here real soon on whether you're running the cushion or you're running the wall.
Absolutely, and it's going to be pretty close for these guys. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. And right now, Jason Nygaard going to take the white flag on the field with no pressure from behind as he exits turn number 2 for the final time in our heat racing here tonight. Looking like he's going to take down the win here in heat race number 3 as he enters 3 and 4 for the final time. Checkered flag goes in the air. Jason Nygaard will take down heat number 3. Keith Jackson in for 2nd. Jonathan Smith for 3rd. Michael Clay 4th. Dalton Collins will be 5th. And Robert Satterfield, uncharacteristically, going to finish up final here, 6th position. So really kind of perturbed to see the 55 being a little bit off here in Knoxville. Said he comes in tonight with a 8-point lead over James Grace. I do not see James out in the field here tonight, so looks like James may surrender his point or even a run for a championship here next week. So so far so good it looks like for all these drivers out there. And it looks like, Rocky, we are going to bypass the soup. We're going to go to a 40-lap feature event coming up here in just a couple of minutes. So that gives us a minute here to kind of reset, reprogram. Thank you guys out there once again for watching tonight live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Guys, you're out there watching and listening, do us a favor. Like our link out there. Share it all over the place. Let everybody know that it is going on here tonight with Full Velocity Friday Night Lights over at the Sim Addicts, as we do here on Friday evenings. And no better way to spend it than with all you guys out there watching. So do us a favor out there, like it, share it. And also watching on Facebook, how about a little bit of stars donations love here on a Friday night? You got some stars to throw? We would certainly appreciate them. We see our old buddies out there like our old friend Bob Tompkins Sr. Great to see Bob out there. We see Eric Eichstadt out there looming as well. So really good to see him out there. And he says, damn, Rocky's up in the booth. Eric Eichstadt had to tune in just to hear your hijinks up here. So far, so good. You having a good time?
Oh, man, I'm having a blast. And, yeah, you guys couldn't have picked the worst guy to do this. I appreciate it.
Well, I'm glad you came aboard because you're going to come along with me for the ride here on Wednesday night. We go back to DWR, Eric's home turf, and watch our buddy Todd kind of make a monkey out of himself. That is going to be a lot of fun to watch. I'm rooting for the guy. I love the guy. He's a brother. Know he's a good racer in his own right. But when you do this gig full time, it really takes you out of the driver's seat. So our buddy Todd there is going to have a lot of catching up to do, a lot of practice to do, and I'm hoping he's out there. I know he's watching the chat out there, but I really want to hear Todd. I want to see Todd out there practicing. Hope he's going to get that to work on that over the weekend as well, because he is in for a treat coming up here this coming Wednesday night over at DWR. So that's going to be a lot of fun. The Sim Addicts 360 Sprint car is out there in the middle of a warm-up session now. So as we always do, before we get to our main event of the evening, what do you say we throw this thing trackside, pay homage to this great country, the United States of America, and the playing of our national anthem. All right, back here live on your source for esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network, coming at you here tonight live, Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch TV. You know, we got some of the old logo out there, some of the new logo out there, and guys, does not matter what one you fly out there. We represent them all. If we go back to our days as the Full Velocity Network, Full Velocity TV, Full Velocity Racing Network, all the change and stuff we've done here recently, we honored all. We are brand Full Velocity. You guys know us as that, and we will be here every night to bring racing coverage to you better than anybody else out there. There is nothing virtual about what we do. It is real life and in living color, and these guys are all superstars out here. Nobody too big or too small, no league, no sponsor, nobody at all. We welcome all to come in and be a part of the big show here tonight, and we definitely got one. Here for the Addicts 360 Sprint Car Series, going to take out to the Knoxville Raceway for a 40-lap feature event. So my buddy Rocky Batfield, I'm going to throw it over to you. What do you say we dive into tonight's starting lineup?
On the front row, we got the number 12, Alex Bergeron. Along his outside, you're going to have the 28 and Dylan Hutchinson.
In row number 2, we find car number 22 of Jason Nygaard. And to his outside, number 19, that's Ted Light.
Row 3, you got Kyle Moonen. On his outside, you got number 4, Keith Jackson.
And in row number 4, we find the Tennessee Tumbler, car number 17 of Brett Rolls. In the 54, great run in the seat for the 54 of Alex Stoudinger.
In the 5th row, you got Jonathan Smith. Along his outside, you're going to have Trey Long.
In row number 6, we got the 770 of Devin Butts and the 33 car of Michael Clay.
Next row, you're going to have Jeffrey Herrick. Along his outside, Zach DeLong.
Dalton Collins rolls off next aboard car number 95 with the 199 of Sean Bowers rolling up 16th.
Coming off 17th, you're going to have the 91 of Keith Orovitz. Alongside him, the 55, Robert Satterfield.
In the round at the field, we have Scotty Edwards on the 21, Lance Heinberger in the number 15, and scheduled to go off 21st, although I do not believe he's going to make the call as Charles Silvas Jr. So 20 drivers going to take the green flag here for 40 laps around, and this is going to be a lot of fun. We just saw 3 heat races, and we saw the racetrack already kind of shifting up to a top lane. I kind of wonder how these opening laps will be. Is this low side ever going to come in tonight, Rocky? What do you think?
After about 20 laps, I kind of expect the middle and low to start coming in a little bit. This track will get really racy.
It's certainly going to be is the iRacing.com. Page truck going to duck its way for cover, pit side, and off of turn number 4. We are green flag racing. The guy racing I flag. Green flag goes up in the air for the first time tonight, and right away, like a bullet off of turn number 2, Alex Bergeron's going to lead Jason Nygaard by 2 car lengths. They're side by side for the second spot in turn 3.
Yeah, Ted Light, he got a little tight coming through the middle of 3 and 4, and Jason was able to pull away a few car lengths on him.
Absolutely was. They fall back single file there, second and third, all the way basically back to the better part of the top 10. We are running single file. Alex Bergeron going to lead Jason Nygaard. Ted Light going to run in there for third. Alex not getting away and hiding like we thought he may do early on. Nygaard has a really good piece in his own right. He's cut about 5 to 6 car lengths. He hit turn number 3. Now look at the run on the outside that Ted Light and the number 19 going to get. He's going to make that cushion run up high, almost make a little bit of contact with Nygaard and the wall. That's close racing there. These guys all looking for that moisture up high. That cushion may be running all the way up to the wall already, Rocky, only working lap 4.
Yeah, I've been noticing Alex is running that slider line already, and looks like Ted Light's going to start running it as well.
He certainly is. They're all up there running it. Bergeron down to the low side, running that middle, kind of letting it drift up high off the corner. Nygaard there for second. Third, we find Ted Light, the number 19 car. Back and forth action. Jackson already up to the 4th spot. And Alex Stoudinger, that number 54, he's up there into the top 5. So that's 2 early risers, as is a guy like Kyle Moonen, or Michael Clay, I should say, from 12th up to 7th. So we have guys in the back of the field already making their climb. And I also see the likes of a guy like Robert Satterfield. He started 18th, Rocky, last time by. He was scored 10th. I told you that 55. He was going to make an adjustment and find his way up to the top 10 eventually. He's doing just that.
Yeah, he went and made some tweaks in between the heat races and the feature. I think that warm-up helped him a lot, and he really dialed it into this track.
Sure did. He's a Addicts 360 Sprint Car points leader entering the night, and it looks like here this may be a coronation night for him, as he may put this in the bag, as we have a wreck there. Down the front straightaway, right on the camera. Yellow flag going to come onto the racetrack. And I was back here looking for battles outside the top 10. Caution flags, they happen quick here at Knoxville. These little sprint cars don't take too much to get them around. And I'm not exactly sure, Rocky, what you saw and what put this under yellow, but it happened quick. It happened off of turn number 4, and a couple of good race cars involved.
Yeah, it looked like Trey Long in the 59 car, and then the 33 of Michael Clay come together coming off 2, and they was fighting for the same piece of real estate, and it didn't work out for either one of them.
No, and the problem is in these little light sprint cars, they're open wheels. You can ramp on one of these cars, and I've seen these guys go absolutely flying out there. So it's a tough break for all those guys out there. As I see Todd out there in the chat box, and he's posting all over the place. The DSO, I see Todd out there. Eric, Todd Stanton with the 370 star donation. So thank you, Todd. That goes a long way for us, as you certainly know. And happy to have those stars donations out there. As they'll go into the kitty, help us pay some bills, and help us do a whole lot of things here as we try to push the envelope night after night here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. The stream looking absolutely pristine out there tonight. Jack was doing a lot of work over here. Got to thank all these guys over at the Sim Addicts, all their sponsors, Driven Motorsports, the Baker Group, all these guys over here, Highside Racing. They have a lot of great sponsors over here, so we've got to thank them all. It'll scroll on the bottom of the screen, represents them all night long, and got to represent all those guys. And this has been a fun season to cover here on Friday nights. A lot of fun. Got one more week left to go. Championship night next week, I believe, in Charlotte for these guys. So going to be a lot of fun to kind of cover our first yellow flag of the night, sponsored by Hannibal Record Service. Thank you, Tyler Blankenship, for that. Looking back at that replay, watching those cars get upside down. What a wild tumble there for Michael Clay. His mic stream, for whatever reason, delayed probably about a good 60 seconds. So not exactly sure what my Spectrum internet got thinking out there tonight. But what I do think, I think this time by Rocky, we are stacked up there, double file this time into 3 and 4. I think on lap 12, we're going back green flag racing. What do you say?
Oh, I'm all for it. Alex got him another big jump right there on Jason, and I tell you what, you might want to keep an eye on this 54, Alex Stoudinger. He looks like he's coming to the front.
He certainly is. He's got a really good race car there in that 54 car, making it happen. Got Keith Jackson back there, Ted Light in the number 19 car, but put Stoudinger, that 54, now up to third. Ted Light now up to second. Nygaard may have been caught sleeping with that big run out of start that Alex got. Nygaard has dropped back to the 4th spot, so maybe caught napping. Ted Light certainly wasn't. He runs second. He knows he's got to keep Alex Bergeron in his sights. It's about 7 car lengths there. The Midfield 12 car. We exit turn 2 on lap number 14.
Tell you what, we might need to start calling Alex the Sandman, because he's putting people to sleep when he starts.
Woo, that's a good one. I'm looking for a good nickname for that kid. You know, the Canadian Phenom, the Sandman. What do you think out there? Let's put this out to our Facebook Live chat. You guys out there watching on YouTube or Twitch, like the chat box up. We're looking for a nickname there for Alex Bergeron. What do you think we can give him? Something that'll stick for him everywhere he goes throughout his racing career. We know it's going to be a long, prosperous one, as he's probably one of the more talented sprint car racers right now in all, well, probably the best in iRacing, maybe all over the entire world. He's done a great job in these cars, leading the field now into turn number 3 and 4 over Ted Light, who currently sits in that 2nd spot. Third, we find now Jason Nygaard. Him and Alex Stoudinger, they've had a good little race back there for 3rd and 4th, but right now, give it to Jason. We have a good battle back there also for 7th between Satterfield and Jackson.
Yeah, there's actually 4 of them back there. You got Bowers and Moonin right there with them too. They've been 3 and 4 wide. I've been watching that for just a little bit.
That's what announcers do. We talk. We try to look for great battles when we're not talking or whatever, and it's tough to do. Jack does a great job. He's got the buttons down there. He always directs me where I'm looking for a good battle. He certainly found one there down the back straightaway. I think who's that back there? I saw it was a 21 car of Scotty Edwards making a move down there under Jonathan Smith. Also has got Kaya Moonin, 72 car back there. Those guys running for real estate just inside the top 10, running 9th and 10th. Up ahead, you got guys like Sean Bowers. You got Robert Satterfield continuing his march toward the front of the field. Here in Knoxville, he has worked his way from 18th up to 7th. But does anybody at all here have anything for Alex Bergeron? We are halfway home, and last time by, he leads Ted Light by 1.756 seconds.
Yeah, it's not going to be too long before they're going to start needing some binoculars to see Alex. He's running away with this thing.
Certainly is. He's just flat out gone for the 2nd week in a row, and I think no surprise of anybody else out there between him, Ted Light, Jason Nygaard there for 3rd, Stoudinger 4th, Trey Long having a good night. Trey up in the top 5, Keith Jackson in for 6th, Robert Satterfield, Sean Bowers, Scotty Edwards, and Kaya Moonin. Those guys continue to race hard back there for 8th, 9th, and 10th, but so far so good up there for car number 12 now, working lap number 22 and looking for great battles all over the place here in Knoxville. They are all kind of sorted out right now, so we kind of look back up here up front, and this interval has grown to 2.279 seconds. We can't talk enough about the race leader there. 17.694. This track has slowed down almost 2 seconds, and that 12 car just keeps getting faster and faster.
Yeah, I tell you, there is a great race going on for fifth right now with Trey Long and Keith Jackson. They've swapped fifth place about 3 different times the last 2 laps.
Oh, they absolutely have. Gone back here, and I caught one. The last one there as they throw that slider back and forth. Jackson versus Long. Looks like give that spot is at the 59 with the position down the back straightaway. It might be the 4 cars. Some of these custom numbers are throwing you for an absolute loop. I see some cars with numbers laying over the top of them. They're tough to read. Hopefully we get that fixed one day here through iRacing, because it definitely makes for a guy like myself who struggles to see these sprint cars anyway. Numbers are definitely tough to see for these vantage points, but Trey Long working down the back stretch now, currently running in that 6th spot. Jackson going to win that battle there, put Keith Jackson up to 5th. We're now working 25, now put 26 up on the board. Ted Light, he has run down Alex Bergeron. Could there be a problem developing, or are we getting that close on fuel tonight for the 12th car?
That's what I was thinking. I'm wondering if he's having a fuel issue right now, because he's really slowed it down. I mean, he went from 2.6 seconds down to 0.2 now.
Now I got to ask, we see 0.2, and here he coming at turn number 3 and 4. Ted Light going to get the hit right to the back, wing, I guess you'd say, the base back there. Bergeron going to pull it down low. Light may look up high for the race lead here in the 1 and 2. I wonder that, Rocky, as a guy who has a whole hell of a lot more experience out here than I absolutely do, is fuel going to be a factor here tonight in Knoxville for these 360s?
Well, the sprint cars, they like to run as little fuel as possible, and I tell you what, if he was expecting a few yellows, he may be really close, and if he's close, he's got 11 laps left, and that's a long time to save fuel.
Oh, that is agonizing here at the half mile here at Knoxville as we work into 3 and 4 now, watching Ted Light. He's going to run side by side back there for the 2nd spot between him and Jason Nygaard. That's not Jason Nygaard. That was Stavanger and Nygaard racing for the 3rd spot back there. As I got all goofed up here, as looks like I had something just come up in my screen. Not exactly what that happened there, but it's Stavanger and Nygaard racing along there for 3rd. Put now Stavanger back in that spot. Nygaard back to 4th. So those guys racing there good for the outside of the top 2. Ted Light got himself comfortably perched on that 2nd spot. Alex Bergeron, the lead has grown back to 1.1. So is he still conserving fuel? Did he just kind of hit, upset off the mark? I mean, I'm not exactly sure what's going on right now. All I do know, these guys in the front of the field are laying waste to everybody else. Top 5 are broken away by over 3 seconds.
I tell you, I've been watching the 54 car, and he just blew by 4th and 3rd up to 2nd, and he was about a half a second faster than Alex Bergeron on that last lap.
Well, we have our 2nd yellow flag right now. 2nd yellow flag presented by Hannibal Wrecker Service, putting us under this caution flag, and kind of tough to tell from here if somebody got something happening or whatever happened out there. We got a couple of lap cars out there, including the likes of Devin Butts in the 770. Scotty Edwards back there. I know Jack says he's got something to show, so Jack's going to surprise me with a full velocity replay here, and looks like the 770 of Butts may have hit the wall, and maybe all by himself he brings out our 2nd yellow flag of the night, working on lap number 34. So does fuel go out the window now if you're a guy like Alex Bergeron? You put Stoudinger, who's done a really good piece, Keith Jackson, Ted Light, Jason Nygaard. Those 5 cars have been fast all night long. Do you put fuel out the window now this last restart, Rocky? This one may get pretty treacherous. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, I tell you what, I think Stoudinger might have found something right through the middle of the track, and he's really fast right now, and if Bergeron's close on fuel, it may get real interesting here at the end.
Certainly will, and we'll take you all the way out here to the conclusion of our checkered flag here tonight. I'm not sure we're going to have anything as far as the post-race goes. Doesn't look like we have communication with these drivers here tonight. Whatever reason, they're all kind of out there in iRacing, so I guess we're just going to have to take this to the conclusion and thank these guys for out there for watching and racing out there tonight. So it does not look like we're going to have too much here with a Full Velocity Racing Network post-race show. A little Sim Addicts here tonight, but we're going to have a little shootout here. Working lap number 35. I believe lights are out around the Knoxville Raceway, and we should see these guys get back to racing with 5 laps remaining. Alex Bergeron, Alex Stoudinger on the outside of the front row. In that second row, you find guys like Keith Jackson and Ted Light, Jason Nygaard, Trey Long. That is 3 very fast rows. iRacing, iFlag, green flag returns to the speedway. And like a bullet, a 12 car hits turn number 1 first.
Sandman got him again, didn't he? Oh, we got a car flipping.
Big wreck down in the turn number 1 and 2. Going to put us back under a caution flag. And what do you see back there?
It looked like Trey Long got into 1 and 2 and got up into that wall is what he did. And car just went end over end on him.
Yeah, it can happen. We see that over the years here in Knoxville, and I think that puts flip count to, I want to say, about 3 here tonight. So flip count not good indeed. Trey Long going to be the one right there, and it looks like the call coming down for brakes control. The final restart, if we get one here, that may be a green-white checker, a 2-lap shootout, is going to be single file. You got to think now, advantage to Alex Bergeron as the race leader, but a single file restart with so few laps left.
Oh, Alex, he's definitely got the advantage here. He'll be able to fire first, and he's catching them sleeping when they're on his outside. I can't imagine how it's going to be behind him.
I can't wait to see where this one takes us in these closing laps. Been a great race so far to watch. Alex Bergeron's basically led it flag to flag here tonight. Was our Har Motorsports quick time of the evening. Thank those guys for coming along and sponsoring our quick time. Got to thank our buddy Jake over at Montstar Productions. They're coming along as a sponsor as well. We'll figure out where they're going to go in our overlay, as well as our buddy Brendan. Full throttle with the Gent coming aboard as a sponsor as well. So great to have Brendan back aboard with us. And of course, our presenting sponsors are our Royal Blue Treatment, to Hanover Record Service, and to iRacing, iFlag. Cannot thank those two enough for being our big tier sponsors here for the Full Velocity Racing Network. Of course, our yellow flag overlays presented by Hanover Record Service, and our iRacing, iFlag green flag that looks like maybe a half a lap away from being displayed back on the racetrack. And this may be a 1-lap shootout to settle it, because I believe lights are out around the speedway, Rocky. A 1-lap shootout to settle it here in Knoxville. Strap in for a wild ride, dude. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, Bergeron, he's ready to take off right here. And let's see what happens.
Off of turn number 4, green flag going to go up in the air, and Alex Bergeron going to lead them to the iRacing iFlag green into turn number 1 and 2 for the final time, as the white flag came out with the green. Now into turn number 3 and 4 for the final time, running the bottom through the corner, checkered flag going to go in the air. Alex Bergeron going to pick up the win here tonight in Knoxville. Keith Jackson with a great restart. He's going to finish up second. Alex Stoudinger for third, Ted Light for fourth, Jason Nygaard a solid top 5. Can't say he's a champion yet, but I think it's pretty close to saying Robert Satterfield finishing up 6th, going to take home the series championship with Sean Bowers 7th, Kaya Moon in 8th, Jonathan Smith 9th, Trey Long going to make a solid top 10 run with Devin Butt, Scotty Edwards, Dalton Collins, Zach DeLong, Lance Heiberger, Michael Clay, Keith Orovitz, Dylan Hunterson, Brett Rolls, and Jeffrey Herrick rounding out our 20-car field here tonight live from the Knoxville Raceway. It's been a great night to cover in Rocky Batfield. So good to have you up here in the booth with me tonight. Know we're going to do this again Wednesday, which is going to be a lot of fun. Terrific ride tonight for Alex Bergeron. Picks up yet another checkered flag. What is going to be many more to come for this kid. What a world of talent he has.
Yeah, Alex, he is one of the top-notch guys on the entire sim, and in my personal view, he's probably the best all-around racer.
All right, well, we'll see. I think we may be able to get a word here real quick with our winner, Alex Bergeron, over there in the Sim Addicts Discourse. Let me see if we get connected over there real quick, and we will talk to at least our race winner here live on the Full Velocity Racing post-race show. Give me about 60 seconds, and we will be right back here. We'll talk to our race winner.
Um,
All right, back here live on the Full Velocity Racing post-race show. We will talk to our top three finishers here tonight. We will talk to Alex Bergeron on Victory Lane. We will talk to Keith Jackson trackside. But I think our buddy, he's got our third place finisher, Alex Stoudinger, the number 54. He had a heck of a run here this evening.
Hey, Alex, got a Rocky Battenfield here. Watched you come up from eighth place there. Looked like you found something through the middle there and had a real good run and just kind of had a bad restart on that last one. Did you find something in the middle of the track?
yeah, I was working the top for most of it, and I seen that the two leaders in front of me were on the bottom, and I went down there and I just couldn't get the results I wanted, and so I just searched the track, and where I found the middle, just thought a bit, and I could exit harder than them, and I reeled them in there, and man, that track was slick, but it was fun.
Yeah, it looked like it went up to the wall for a little while, and then that middle opened up, and Alex saw Alex and Keith and everybody running the bottom. And well, you had a good run coming up through there, and you got any sponsors or anything you'd like to thank?
Well, I'd like to thank Twisted Motorsports, great group of guys, great team, and Robert Satterfield for me and him work together really good on sets, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And just trying my hardest to get up to.
You had a good run, man, and hope to be interviewing you quite a bit more often here in the near future.
Thanks, man.
All right, well, there you got it. Rocky Batfield down there with Alex Stoudinger. I will run down here as looks like the 4-car Keith Jackson. He's parked down here next to Victory Lane, so he's not too far away from Alex Bergeron. We'll grab the driver of the 4-car. Keith, once again, buddy, on the podium. Terrific run. Where the heck did you come from that final restart? Started on the outside. You were outside the top 3. You finished up second. What a brilliant move. How'd you pull that off?
I just got a good restart there behind Alex and slid up in front of the other Alex and kept her up top and was able to stay in front of him.
Now, you had a really good, solid car all night long, passed a lot of cars to get up in the top 5. How'd the racetrack play for you? We saw a lot of green flag racing here tonight in Knoxville. How'd the racetrack hold up for you?
It was good. Looked like there towards the end, everybody went to the bottom. They all gambled on fuel a little bit, maybe. I don't know. But I was able to get around quite a few cars there up top. And I wasn't going to make it on fuel if it would have stayed green, but at that I was far enough back, and I don't think I'm really into points anymore. So I was like, hell with it. And hopefully a caution comes out.
Well, brother, you did an awesome job as you've done here all season long. Keith, I'm going to give you the floor one more time live tonight. Full Velocity Racing Network, Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. So anybody out there if you want to thank or sponsors, friends, family, whoever else is out there, whoever else got you out here tonight. And once again, congratulations on a second place finish, bud. Great talking to you.
Yeah, well, thank all the guys that driven, and thank you guys for putting this thing on. It's cool. Appreciate it. Hopefully we talk to you guys next week.
That's the plan. Well, there you have it, folks. The driver of Carter 4, Action Jackson, I've called him, Keith Jackson, picking up our second place finish here tonight. And we've got one more to talk to, and that our big winner here tonight in Knoxville, a guy who is getting very used to these big-time racing victory lanes. That is nobody better than car number 12 of Alex Bergeron, who I will throw down there. I believe Rocky has made his way to victory lane. So, Rocky, I'm going to put you there. You're the big one. Of course, our buddy play around this track. You talk to our buddy Alex. What do you got down there, victory lane?
Alex, got Rocky Battenfield here. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Looked like you really fast in the beginning of that race, and then I didn't know if you were conserving fuel or what happened, but you went from a big lead to a real small lead real quick, and I wasn't real sure what was going on, if you was conserving fuel or if the bottom just went away.
We just we pulled away there. But with less cautions later than I thought I would get. Had to slow down and save some fuel, but then the caution came out, and then that helped me out pretty good. So then when the caution ended, so we're just fine on fuel, and then we could be right back on the loud pedal and be up there. But it was definitely a good race. Started first and stayed in first, and that was a good night of racing for us here.
Yeah, I did notice on the starts, it seemed like you always seem to catch everyone sleeping. I mean, are you doing something that nobody else is doing, or you want to give me some secrets, or what you got going?
I just get on the loud pedal, man. That's all it is.
Well, great run tonight, man. Great win, and let us know what Alex has got going on.
Yeah, well, I mean, thank you to all my partners, Nobi.com, Sunshine Kinney's, BK Designs, Max McLaughlin Racing, Meyer Inc., and, we got a new sponsorship announcement this week, so, everyone tune in for that. It's going to be this weekend before the World Championship race. And thank you to everyone for supporting me, my girlfriend for being here for me every day, and following me and during with my passion. It's very very good, and I really appreciate it. And everybody else for supporting me: Coleman Gulick, Paul Kinney, P Gulick, Jason Nygaard, my teammate, Team ABR for a great team. We been doing a lot of good work and good results. And just all the good work is paying off. So it's very good. And you guys for broadcasting, Sim Addicts for putting these races up. It's always fun to come here, and on side of time, we just a couple times we just come here and have some fun. It's always good to be here.
Well, Alex, you did a great job. I'm sure we're going to see you a lot here in Victory Lane, and good luck to you and all you got going with your pro series and everything. And Phil, I'm going to toss it back over.
All right, absolutely. We wish Alex well as we watch that guy's career just coming to life in a new way here as he's just on a winning streak over there in that World of Outlaw Sprint Car Series. As he said, it's an absolute prodigy behind the wheel as that kid, and it's so much fun to watch him. So good to have us a little piece of getting to know a guy like that with what he's going to do with his things in his racing career. So got to thank him for that. Got to thank all you guys out there watching tonight live, Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Got to thank my partner here tonight, Mr. Batfield, Jack Truan on the controls. Of course, Todd Stanton. Got to thank Ron Piles, of course, for all his help here at the network as well. And all you guys out there that make this thing happen night after night. Thanks to the Sim Addicts for a great edition of Friday Night Lights. Thank you for watching this evening tonight, guys. We'll be back here live on Easter Sunday. We have a special event coming up with the guys over from RJ at Grassroots. Got a great event going on, and I believe it's Street Stocks. I'm not even sure what we got going on there. An event going on 6 p.m. on Sunday, Easter Sunday, an edition live of the Full Velocity Racing Network. We'll see you back here over the weekend. Have a great, safe weekend, everybody.